President Marcos Jr. meets with President Xi Jinping.
News with clarity.
News with credibility. This is Bebe Metro Voice 101.5.
Clear.
Credible.
Connected.
The voice of the nation.
Good morning, Philippines. You're tuned into Metro Voice 101.5. I am Gino Icabales de Gracia.
And I'm Ellie Anasarias. Stay with us as we deliver today's top stories, sports highlights, and entertainment updates that matter to you.
For the headlines, Coal uncovers billions in flood control red clouds ignored since 2016.
Engineer confesses 55 million pesos Bulacan project exists only on paper.
Alex Ayala makes Philippine tennis history at the US Open.
Nepo babies blasted online. Luxury lifestyle spark public outrage.
Kicking off the news, we have the Commission on Audit's findings on billions in questionable flood projects. For the full details, we turn to Margaret Arteliaga.
The Commission on Audit has revealed irregularities amounting to more than 120 billion pesos in flood control projects dating back to 2016. According to the audit, contractors reused the same equipment and personnel in multiple projects, raising suspicions of mismanagement. Even more alarming, some projects were reported as completed, despite showing very little progress on site. House Deputy Majority Leader Ernest Dinosio pointed out that while COA raised these red flags years ago, they were not immediately addressed. It was only when President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. called for a probe into ghost projects that these issues resurfaced with urgency. Lawmakers are now urging stronger oversight and stricter accountability, warning that public funds must never be wasted on incomplete or non-existent projects. This is Margaret Arteaga, Metro Voice News.
Thank you, Margaret Iliaga, for that comprehensive report. Meanwhile, in Bulacan, new revelations are surfacing about a multi-million peso flood project. Filling the story for us is Lindsay Averos.
Henry Alcantara, a suspended district engineer of the Department of Public Works and Highways, admitted before lawmakers that he certified a 55 million pesos flood control project as complete without personally inspecting the site. The House committee was stunned by the admission, especially after President Marcos confirmed that the project did not exist at all. The President labeled it a clear example of a ghost project and stressed that this kind of negligence cannot be tolerated. Lawmakers are now warning that officials and contractors involved could face serious charges, including economic sabotage. They emphasize that ghost projects not only drain public funds, but also endanger communities that rely on flood control systems for safety during disasters. This is Lindsay Averos, Metro Voice News.
Thank you, Lindsay Averos. Strong words and strong consequences ahead. We will be back after a short break.
Oh no! The floods are getting worse every year.
That's why we all need to do our part. Keep the drains clear, avoid littering, and conserve water. Small actions protect our communities during disasters.
This public service reminder is brought to you by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources.
It is now 10:41 in the morning. You're listening to Metro Voice 101.5, bringing you the news that matters.
Now, let's shift from politics to the courts. The tennis court that is, Princess Nicole, bring us the highlights.
19-year-old Filipina tennis sensation Alex Ayala made history at the US Open, becoming the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam singles match in the Open era. She stunned world number 14 Clara Townsend in her debut, pulling off a thrilling upset that quickly gained global attention. Though she bowed out in the second round against Spain's Cristina Buxia, Ayala said the experience has fueled her drive to aim higher. She is now preparing for the Sao Paulo Open in Brazil with hopes of carrying her momentum forward. Sports analysts say her victory is a breakthrough moment, putting Philippine tennis on the world map. This is Princess Nicole, Metro Boy Sports.
Thank you, Nicole. Truly a proud moment for Philippine esports.
And now, let's lighten things up and step into the world spotlight is Reindeer Rojas.
Thanks! Social media is on fire with the latest controversy, and it's all about the so-called Nepo babies. These are the sons and daughters of politicians and contractors, now under fire after flaunting luxury bags, shoes, and vacations online. While their TikTok and Instagram posts font glamour, critics slam them as tone deaf, especially with ghost projects in the news. Even Kabataan Representative Renee Go chimed in saying, "They are no longer babies. Let's show more femininity for scholars and during broken classrooms." Love them or hate them, the Nepo babies have stolen the spotlight and kept the country buzzing this week. This is Reindeer Rojas with the hottest sound of the town, only here on Metro Voice Entertainment. Back to you, Eliana Arias.
Thank you, Ray. Definitely a story that has everyone talking.
That wraps up this morning's broadcast. The stories, the updates, and the voices that matter.
On behalf of our reporters and production team, thank you for spending time with us.
I am Ginoy Cabares de Gracia.
And I'm Ellie Anasarias.
This is Mega Metro Voice
101.5.
Clear,
Credible,
connected,
the voice of the nation. Coming up next, stay tuned for Metro Hits Midday Mix. Mix your blend of music and news to power through the day, right here on Metro Voice 101.5.
24/7. You're listening
To Campus Vibes FM 8, one beat, one voice. News with no bias. News with no exemption. Including nothing but the truth. This is Campus Vibes FM 8. Good morning, Philippines. Good morning, Tanawa. It's 10:50 in the morning, September 18, 2025. That portion was brought to you by Isopropyl Alcohol. Defend, protect, and moisturize. I am Kino Iliana.
And I am Jervin Ramilo.
It's time to turn up the volume.
You're tuned into Campus Vibes FM 8, bringing every student voice to life.
Today's broadcast is packed with breaking headlines, sports inspiration, showbiz buzz, and even a snack time surprise.
So don't scroll, don't snooze, stay with us 'cause we're just getting started.
Here's the rundown of the top stories for this hour. COA waves red flag 220 billion pesos in flood projects questionable.
DPWH engineers signs up 55 million pesos ghost project in Bulacan.
Alex Isla making history at the US Open.
Nepo babies roasted online for lavish lifestyle.
COA waves red flags 120 billion pesos in flood projects questionable. There's Nathaniel Agno for the report.
Imagine this, since 2016, auditors have been pointing out red flags in flood control projects. We're talking ghost projects, repeated contractors, inflated costs, and papers saying 100% complete, when the ground shows otherwise. Whoa. Now President Marcos says enough is enough. Investigations are on the move. Lesson? Don't ignore red flags, especially when billions are at stake. This is Nathaniel Agno, your news scout, bringing the hottest headlines straight from the streets to your seats.
DPWH engineers signs up 55 million pesos ghost project in Bulacan. Here's Haraya Barcelona for the report.
Project that exists only on paper but already copied millions. An engineer admitted he signed the completion papers without checking the sign. When President Marcos himself inspected, guess what? No project inside. His excuse to many documents, but lawmakers saying negligence is no excuse. Moral of the story, always check before you sign, even attendance sheets. This is Haraya Barcelona, because when news breaks, I deliver the facts, no cap.
Thank you, Haraya Barcelona. We will be right back with more news after this reminder. Students feeling sleepy during English class recitations?
Here's the solution. Brain Builder Biscuit, the snack that makes your mind go from hum to aha.
Packed with vitamins to versus surprise oral recitations.
Grab yours now at school canteen. Brain Bizzer Biscuit, cruncher ways to smarter days.
Clock strikes at 53 minutes after the hour of 10 a.m. Once again, you are tuning in Campus Vibes FM 8. Alex Ala making history at the US Open. Here's Vince Leroy for the report.
At just 2 years old, Alex Ella became the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam match, beating world number 14, Clara Tosu. Though she lost in the 7th round, she promised I'll be back stronger. Back to work, salamat New York. And here's our pep talk. Campus Pab just like in school. One lose doesn't mean the end. Every stop is just training for the next victory. So keep swinging whether it's a rocket, a pen, or your dreams. This is Prince Doroin, your play-by-play buddy, serving you the high sun and fresh.
Thank you, Prince Leroy, for the sports news.
Napo babies roasted online for lavish lifestyle. Here is Naira Mondragon for the report.
While corruption and flood projects trended, netizens spotted the kids of politicians and contractors showing off luxury bags, cars, and clothes. But instead of likes, they got roasted with memes and clapbacks, like ghost projects post ghost flexing. Some even deleted their accounts after the backlash. Reminder to us all, authenticity is cooler than luxury. Being real is always in style. This is Anaira Mondragon, serving the hottest buzz on the stars and socials.
And that's today's school-wide ride with Campus Vibes FM 8.
From breaking news to sport news, from showbiz bus to crunchy infomercial, we brought the vibes straight to every ear level.
Remember, in school, in sports, and in life, don't be a ghost project, be real, be authentic, and always be proud.
See you again next time for another Truth and Insights. This is Campus Vibes FM 8 signing off. Mabuhay Campus Nation.
Clear and unbiased news. DTI 80.9.
The #1 station of the Filipino. This is Jella Morales serving as your news anchor 1.
And I am Hintun Balabis, your clever broadcaster, anchor 2.
We are now on air.
Marcus rung the bell on Commission on Audits or COA anomalies on 2016.
55 million ghost project marked as complete.
Alex Iyala makes historic US Open breakthrough, vows stronger comeback after second round exit.
Lavish Napo babies of politicians draw public outrage amid project.
The national government could have rung the bell earlier on alleged anomalous flood control projects based on the Commission on Audits reports way back in 2016. For the full details, here is Caitlin Villanueva. Caitlin?
During a House Infrastructure Committee hearing on September 2, Representative Investigation Junior questioned why the national government failed to act on 120 billion pesos worth of irregularities in flood control projects flagged with the Commission on Audit as early as 2016. COA Second Director Tracy Ann Sulico testified that many questionable projects with inflated costs identified since 2015 were left unaddressed for years. Despite COA issuing multiple warnings and notices, little action was taken. The issue only gained serious attention when President Bongbong Marcos intervened. With the hearing led by Tito Saro Bartolini, Representative reporting live.
For the other news, the Department of Public Works and Highways or DPWH engineer admits marking. For the complete details, here is Dalen Magbanwa. Dalen?
DPWH engineer Bulacan was suspended for certifying a non-existent 55 million pesos flood control project. President Marcos Jr. found that 49 million pesos had already been paid to SYX Contracting Trading and warned of possible economic sabotage charges. In-house inquiry, Engineer Joel Alcantara admitted negligence while representative headed to a race concerns over both projects and lawmakers conflicts of interest. Dahil Joy Magbanwa reporting the hottest news.
For sports news, though she failed to hold on to the momentum after a stunning second-round loss to Spring's Tina Buksa, 6-4, 6-3. Ayala knew there is more to learn and it is also important to be gracious in defeat. Here is Ayesha Morales for the other details. Ayesha?
Filipino tennis star Alex Ayala is back to training after a scoring US Open run, where she defeated world number 4 Nana Tuason in the opening round, 6-3, 2-6, 7-6. To became the first Filipino to win a match in the Open era. Ayala lost in the second round to Spain's Christina Buksa, 6-4, 6-3. But said experience taught her experience, past patience, and mental toughness. Despite the early exit, she earned over $150,000, approximately 8.8 million pesos. She will continue her hard work west at the Sao Paulo Open and the Asian Games in Thailand. Again, this is Ayesha Hoyoris, airing live from PCTI 88.9.
Hey, it's time check.
It's a cloudy morning at 11:11. Stay tuned, DZTI family, because we will be back after a short commercial.
Mom, how did you and Dad meet?
We were classmates back in high school. Our first date was on a joint burger. But your dad ended up with food poisoning.
Ew, really?
Yup. Since then, we always check if the food we eat is clean and safe. Because love lasts longer when food is safe.
Food safety first. Check before you eat.
This program is brought to you by the World Health Organization and by the station, DZTI 88.9. Alright, and we are back.
And for the entertainment, the controversy highlights the growing demand for transparency and accountability in government spending, particularly in the wake of corruption scandals. For more information, here is Melody Malunes, your chikadorang diva. Melody?
15 contractors cornered 80% of the 500 million peso flood control budget. A contractor's daughter flooded 600 million peso flood worth of online items, equal to 31 months of minimum wage, sparking backlash that forced many to shut down accounts. Kabataan Representative Renico said there should be no sympathy for the Nepo babies who wallow in the free fruits of ill-gotten wealth. Nepo babies, they are no longer babies. They do not need the sympathy of public. Let's have more mercy on the true scholars of the country who endure rotten classroom and fees. The issue came after President Marcos ordered lifestyle checks on officials over defective or non-existent projects. Again, I am Melody Malunes, your Chicagodora Diva, reporting from the #1 station.
That's all the time we have for today here on DZTI 88.9 AM.
We're bringing you the latest and most reliable news is always our top priority.
Stories.
From urgent updates to inspiring reports.
We bring you facts, not fiction.
Broadcasting live from the City of Colors, Tanawan, Batangas.
You're tuned into
Movement of Death Radio. Truth at its brightest, clarity at its strongest.
a powerful day to Philippines.
A blazing morning, Tanawan City. Today is September 18, 2025. Bringing you the facts, I am Nicole M. Ortiz.
And Ashley Kel Aquino.
Your bearers of truth, your beacons of trust.
today's breaking headlines.
Commission on Audit uncovers flood control project flows. President Marcos Jr. points to 2016 Commission on Audit reports, saying flood control anomalies were long overlooked.
Negligence exposed. Department of Public Works and Highway Engineers marks complete a ghost project. Suspended Department of Public Works and Highway Engineers admits fault in approving a 55 million pesos ghost project in Bulacan without inspection.
Close of sports, Alex Ayala aims for a stronger comeback. After a second round loss to Spain Cristina Bogsa, Ayala vows to come back stronger, learn more, and stay gracious in defeat.
Showbiz now, public outcry against Nepo babies. Philippine social media erupted, calling out Nepo babies flaunting lavish lifestyle.
Bringing you the latest, Commission on Audit uncovers flood control project flows. Here's Erich Mercado with the details.
In a tense House Infrastructure Committee hearing on September 2, Manila 1st District Representative and Deputy Majority Leader Ernix Dionisio Jr. Press Commission and Audit Director J.C. Ansonico over years of unresolved flood control anomalies. The session coincided with President Marcos Jr.'s nationwide audit of ghost and anomalous flood projects, placing billions of pesos in questionable spending under scrutiny. Dionisio stressed that these anomalies have piled up for years without resolution. Sunico revealed that the Commission on Audit had been flagging suspicious projects since 2016. But despite issuing notice of charges, suspensions, and disallowances, most remain unaddressed. Sunico also confirmed that the cost of these unresolved projects has now soared to 120 billion pesos. The hearing, presided over by Bicol Saro Party List Representative Terry Lidon, underscored the urgent call for transparency and accountability in flood control spending. Reporting for you, this is Erich Mercado, keeping you informed and ahead.
For more breaking updates, negligence exposed. Department of Public Works and Highway Engineers marks complete a ghost project. Here's Lawrence Garcia with the details.
In a recent House hearing, Manila Representative Joshua faced former Bulacan District Engineer Henry Alcantara for certifying ghost projects, including a 55 million pesos removal of Balua, Bulacan, contracted to Sims Construction Trading. Chu underscored the gravity of the move, wanting that Alcantara's signature became the very basis for releasing the lands and public funds, while Alcantara's sources revealed that President Marcos Jr. was outraged, so furious that he even filing economic sabotage charges against those involved. Under pressure, Alcantara tried to defend himself, starting the flood of paperwork in his office, but in the end he admitted negligence and accepted accountability for the ghost projects. The probe continues, led by Senator Grace's Finance Committee Representative Alizalico's appropriations panel, as the nation watches closely how deep the controversy in flood control funds will go. This is Lawrence Garcia bringing clarity to every headline.
Truth told, clarity served. You're listening to Lumen of Tank Radio. Stay tuned, our coverage continues after a short break.
What are your thoughts about political dynasties here in the Philippines?
Oh no! I belong to a political dynasty family. Controversial!
Funny, maybe, but this is no joke. If you keep choosing names over your service, God, poverty, and broken promises will keep joining us.
So, let's look beyond the slogans and jingles.
Check their record, their honesty, their service to the people.
Because His wise vote is not just for today, it's protection, progress, and hope for tomorrow.
Vote wisely, your voice is your power, and your power can change the nation. This message is brought to you by the Commission on Elections.
You're tuned in to the voice of truth and service. Standing tall with the nation, this is Philippine Standard Time. It is now 11:03 in the morning. Charging into the heart of the game where passion meets power. This is Pulse of Sports. Alex Ayala aims for a stronger comeback. For the full details, here's Raven Tatan.
Filipino tennis pride Alex Ayala has made history in the US Open in New York. At just 1 year old, he stunned the world by defeating the world number 13 Carlos in the opening round, becoming the first ever Filipino to advance the first round of Grand Slam tournament. Although Ayala fell Spain's Buksa 6-4, 6-3, was not dull with pride. Social media she admitted she wished her further, but expressed heartfelt gratitude to the Filipino community whose overwhelming support gave it strength inside the court, a kind of energy she had never felt before. Her next step Sao Paulo will proceed this September, followed by the 23rd South Asian